My boyfriend surprised me with my abusive mother at my birthday party. I got triggered and made a scene. Everyone was either disgusted or pitying me, and my boyfriend refused to support me, so I surprised him with our breakup. Growing up, it was only my mom and I, as my dad had left early on. She took everything out on me and blamed me for him leaving. She would abuse me constantly until the day I ran away and got placed into a foster home. I promised myself I would never put myself in a position again where I would be in the same room with her. It has been over 5 years now, and I am dating my boyfriend who knows about my past and has always been able to cheer me up when I feel like I am falling back into depression. Now it is my birthday and my boyfriend hosted a surprise party for me at his parents' place. The guests were our friends and his family. When I got there, I was very happy, until he revealed his second surprise, and out popped my mom. I actually jumped in fear and wanted nothing more than to run away, but everyone was looking at me, and I preferred to keep my private life private, so I just gave a nervous smile, thanked everyone for coming, and dragged my boyfriend off to the side. I asked why the hell he would invite her here, as he knows my relationship with her is non-existent, and for a very good reason. He said he thought he was doing me a favor, as family is everything, and I should start to fix the relationship with mine. I told him that was a decision for me to make, not him, and I wanted her gone now. He explained he didn't mean to make me feel bad, but he couldn't just kick her out as she is a guest at his parents' and it would be rude to force her to leave. I told him I wouldn't be talking to her at all, and if she touched me I don't know how I would react, but it would be bad. Most of the abuse I went through with my mom was physical. Just the knowledge she was in the same house as me made me feel as if a dark heavy blanket was falling on top of me, and soon I wouldn't be able to either move or breathe. As the party went on, I tried really hard to just avoid her, and not be in the same room, but she just kept appearing near me. I overheard her sharing some memories of my childhood, only most of them were just plain lies, or accomplishments I had that she wasn't even there for. We all gathered around the dining table, as it was cake time, and everyone started singing. I blew out the candles and everyone cheered. Then I felt someone hug me from behind. At first I thought it was my boyfriend, until I saw him in front of me smiling brightly. That's when I heard her whisper in my ear, "I missed this, didn't you?" A bunch of memories of her hurting me washed over me, and I started having a horrible panic attack. I flung her off of me as hard as I could, and screamed at her to not effing touch me. She stumbled back and fell to the floor, then started crying, asking why I would hurt her so badly when she had done nothing wrong. My panic attack only got worse as everyone stared at me. Out of nowhere, my boyfriend's sister grabbed my hand and dragged me off to her bedroom. She sat me down and helped me breathe as I literally couldn't stop crying. After what felt like forever, she asked if I could tell her what happened. I told her a little bit about my mom, and my past with her, that she was cut off from my life for a very good reason, and that her brother invited her here without my knowledge, and I can't stop panicking. I legit couldn't stop crying and couldn't even build up the energy to be angry as I was shaking so badly. Luckily for me, the sister got angry enough for the both of us. She said she would be right back, and left the room. Next thing I know, I hear loud screaming and arguing, mostly from the sister, but also my boyfriend. When she came back, she told me she had kicked my mom out and that everything would be okay now. Only when I went back out, nothing was okay. There were people still bickering amongst one another, and when they saw me, they either gave me a pitiful or disgusted look. My boyfriend's parents came over to me and said they were ashamed of my actions and didn't know I was such a bad daughter. The sister pushed me on ahead and started arguing with her parents, calling them for their comment just now, and they had no idea what I had been through. While looking for my boyfriend, I had 2 separate people come over to say I was so brave and it would all be okay. My boyfriend's aunt spoke loudly, talking about how rude I was for pushing my mom off of me. I ran outside for some air and found my boyfriend smoking by the pool. The moment he saw me, he asked how I could be so cruel to my own mother. I reminded him of what she did to me growing up, and how I still can't be touched by people because of the trauma. He said he has been patient with me, but I should be over most of it by now, that my mom was trying to build a relationship again, only I ruined it by overreacting. I told him he shouldn't have brought her here without telling me. He accused me that I was blaming everything that had happened on him, and I admitted that yeah, it was his fault. He knew what kind of woman my mom was, and should have known this whole thing would have only been traumatic for me. He scoffed and said sometimes I don't know what's best for me. I told him yes I did, because I also now know that our relationship isn't what's best for me, since he clearly put his own feelings and beliefs above mine. He just walked back into the house, so I left right then and there. I didn't bother to say bye to anyone. Now I'm at home, and scheduled an emergency meeting with my therapist. I haven't even begun dealing with my emotions from the breakup, as I am still having flashbacks from my childhood because of my mom.